Inside the locker room, players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Shake Milton. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then it's Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Conchar in at the 2. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Adams trying to free himself up. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Morant. Over Milton. Morant with another miss. Milton with it. Harris up top. Just 5 to shoot. That one doesn't go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Throw good, Milton. It's still early in the season and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
All free throws good from Milton. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Passes it to Embiid. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Morant gets it to go.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Milton the pass to Tucker. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Shoots over Adams. Tries again. And Embiid lays it in.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
Now Morant. He had 19 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask him.
Now Harris following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Embiid. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers sometimes be overlooked at, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Philadelphia leading by 6.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Harrell actually out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Here's Conchard after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Pass to Tillman. Memphis moving it around. Here's Aldama. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Jones. No good on the triple. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Tillman. Back to Jones. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Here's Tillman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Knocked loose. To the paint. And Harrell slams it in.
And once Harrell hits the launching pad, the defense doesn't have a lot of good options, making that jam seem unstoppable.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis ends up going with the new group. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. P.J. Tucker comes in for George Niang. And Harris subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. .55 seconds left to play in the first half. Morant with it, now defended by Embiid. Outside, Maxey.
Blocking foul call, John Morant. First personal foul.
And the 76ers making a change here. Ibel's checked in.
76ers substitution, Matisse Thybulle.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And there's the pass to Harris. He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Clark, a screen on Maxey. And Morant throws it down.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. From past the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. Embiid's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
Putting his impressive accuracy to work. Embiid surprises the defense by taking a deep three.
And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They were one-dimensional on offense, all perimeter. They didn't get anything going down low. They didn't even try to do it. Establish some paint pressures, please.
And changing gears now, looks like we've got some great interactions on social media. We got one here from Jerst to Curse. This one's for Kenny. He asked, would you rather fight one Shaq-sized duck or 100 duck-sized Shaqs?
Wait, that's tough. A Shaq-sized duck is essentially a dinosaur, but 100 Shaqs is terrifying no matter what, so that's tough.
Listen, Duck Shack is still going to destroy you, Kenny. You know what they say, birds of a feather.
You're gonna finish that thought, big fella?
All right.
Thanks to this Jerse guy for wasting everyone's time. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant, and it's Conchar in at shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here is Brooks after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Free throw line jump shot, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Brooks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Free throw good, Milton. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Jones. Morant with a wide-open look. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And, you know, DeAnthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
Melton against Jones. Morant right side. 50 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Over Milton. That one no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Harrell. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Harrell is a modern big man. He can stretch it, and he doesn't have to always be inside to be productive for this team.
Now here's Morant. Can't hit from in close.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And here is Milton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when you think of Harrell, his endless energy is what comes to mind first. This guy just hustles and works every moment he's out there.
He's off on the first, so both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Philadelphia with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, DeAnthony Melton out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Harris. And it's Niang in at the power forward. Here's Jones. Nails the baby hook. Jones has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Grizzlies. The 76ers leading by 14. Melton passes to Maxey. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Maxey. And it's 13 points for Joel Embiid. And here are the Grizzlies now. Jones looking for an opening. To the inside. Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Embiid against Adams. Shot clock at 5. Embiid kicks to Harris. And Jones pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Three-pointer. Brooks sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They lead by 11. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And the 76ers with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for George Niang. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Melton. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. Now, here's Milton. Harris outside. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And look, Harris is a tough player. A little defense, that's not going to scare him off of going inside.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the 76ers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris up top. Adams defending. Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the 76ers, P.J. Tucker, taking 2 shots.
No good on that And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Jones. Clark outside. Brooks for three. Drills it from outside.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, you took over offensively. What went into finding that rhythm?
I thought I got the shots that I wanted, and I played into the flow of the offense, and my teammates were fouling me, so I just knocked down some shots.
Well, they were smart to look for you, man, because you had it going on, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Joel Embiid.